The Bradshaw Christian football team saw its season come to an end last week.
The Pride had a great run, so Dominic Tornatore just finished his sophomore season. At first, Dominic didn't want to play football. After all, it is a dangerous sport in light of the fact Dom has just one kidney. Look a couple years into Bradshaw Christian's future and anyone will tell you this team has the potential to accomplish big things. 9 freshmen, 16 sophomores, 6 juniors.
Sophomores at semifinals, I just can't wait till senior year. All of us like fully matured, grown, strong. That's a scary thought for other teams.
Dominic Tornatore is among the Pride's surplus of sophomores. Well, he goes by Dominic, Dom, Dee, a bunch of nicknames. But don't forget the most important, survivor.
And it's hard. It's hard to remember it. It's hard to talk about it sometimes. We were at my job. It was a Saturday, a little bit slow. I work in an automotive store. My wife and the kids, they came up to visit me for lunch. And Dominic, being 3 years old, is horsing around. And so I grabbed him by his stomach to pick him up. And when I grabbed him, my hand filled with something. There was a large mass in my hand. We had to, take him into the doctor and see what was going on. I got a phone call from my oldest son saying, Dee has cancer.
Kidney cancer. Dominic was just 3 years old.
It was immediate fear. Probably the worst news that you could ever really get as a parent. I had recently, a couple years past, lost my brother-in-law to cancer. I had lost my mom a few years prior to that to cancer. We had lost my uncle to cancer. And to be honest with you, there were no success stories in my world when it came to cancer, and it was like we were just told that there was a death sentence just given out to your 3-year-old son.
And so it began, the fight for Dom's life. Dom was rushed into surgery to remove his cancerous kidney. Then began the chemotherapy and radiation.
Radiation was bad, radiation was ugly. It was very hard for my wife and I.
As Dominic struggled with the pain from all of his treatments, his mom, dad, and siblings were there every step of the way.
I admire them for that. That's an extreme accomplishment. I can't believe how they did it, to be honest.
Never say uncle was something that was kind of our theme in the house. When Dominic got sick, I would tell him, you cannot say uncle, buddy. That word is not going to be allowed through this process. So when he was cancer free, it was like victory.
Dominic was cancer free by his 5th birthday. And after cancer took so many of his family members, Dominic knows beating cancer isn't easy.
It's a pattern. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool to think I survived it. Like, I did that. It's cool.
Dominic has a checkup every 6 months. So far, so good. But yes, Dom does only have one kidney, playing one of the most physical sports in America.
I always try to think it wouldn't affect me and just say, that ain't nothing for me. I'm just a dog. I used to just think that. Like, that's how I still think. I don't think it's a disability for me. I just push through.
Does he know the risk?
He absolutely knows the risk, yes.
I just don't want to think of it as an excuse, like if I fail. I don't want that to be the reason I fail. I want it to be I tried my hardest and just couldn't do it.
One kidney down, but a lifetime of experiences, memories, and happiness left. There will be more battles Dominic will have to face, but
he's going to make us proud, I know that much.
He's a survivor.
He's a survivor. Survivors never say uncle.
Dominic gets regular checkups every 6 months to ensure his cancer is not returned. I will never forget his dad's words after losing so many family members to cancer. Dee was the only one to beat it.
Fantastic, and look forward to covering him again next year.
Exactly.